Hello and welcome everybody. Thank you all for joining us on this very, very special day for us. It's wonderful to have you all here and us all together, and also for you to have a chance to look around our brand new unit. We are joined today by some truly amazing people, inspirational people, some of whom you'll hear from shortly. I'm now going to hand you over to Marion Dixon, who's our Executive Director of Nursing, who's worked really closely on the redevelopment project here at Hexham.
Yeah, thank you, Marie. Good afternoon, everybody, and we're absolutely delighted to be here. I'm Marion, as Marie says, the Executive Director of Nursing, and it's just such a pleasure to have this, the whole building with all the estate work, etc., to come to fruition. And I know that when you will take a wander through the department, you will see the absolute detail that everybody's gone to. And it was a true involvement from all the staff, from the nursing staff to the estate staff to the managerial staff and everybody in between. So it's a big thank you from me for all of that. It's obviously a purpose-built unit, and it's providing a space for itself on its own. And although we've got the dental suite next door, you'll see that this is completely separate. It's been really, really well thought out. It's a nurse-led unit, delivering high quality holistic care, and it's patient-centred, and it's for the whole of the west of Northumberland. You know, because a lot of you live in this area, that we cover a huge amount of ground. I was just speaking to some of our patients before to say, really, we want to have as many local services here as possible.
Yeah.
That is our aim in the trust, and it's definitely what we would like. There are a few special thank yous I'd like to say before I hand over to Si. And that's a special thank you to Marie and all of the team. So that's whether it's Beth as our Deputy Director, it's Janice, it's Amanda, but everybody, including Kim as our matron here at Hexham. Everybody's played their part. It's been and it really has been a fantastic project to work on, because our estates guys have absolutely looked to see what it really means to patients, and that then equates to what it really means to our staff, and that gives a really good staff and patient experience. So the new unit consolidates all of the high quality care, and it actually future-proofs cancer services here into Hexham, which is a big thing. We're able to do loads of different things. The new space offers bright, spacious accommodation. You'll see that as you go around. The colour schemes, you'll see, I won't spoil it, but when you go down and you see the various touches that they've put in, it's been superb. Obviously the layout lends itself to supporting families as well. That's equally as important to us as our patients. And it has 15 chairs to deliver all the intravenous treatments and separate blood, oral, subcutaneous and pre-assessment clinic all on this unit. The complexity of treatment delivered within the unit is very diverse, and we've got obviously a fantastic team honestly here. They're so very well trained, so up to date, they're innovative, and they always want to learn more. So I would really like to say a big thank you to them. So finally, just thank you all for coming along today. It's a real pleasure to be able to share this special time with you, and it's also to mark the completion of phase 1 and 2 of the multi-million-pound investment that we put into Hexham. And now I'm going to hand over to Si, our very important guest. We are delighted that you've come.
Oh, hang on, it's my go. Is it right?
Yes.
Go for it.
Well, you know what? It's always I always have a bit of imposter syndrome when I come here, because all you guys have got proper jobs. You know, it's what my mum always used to say, "Yeah, what's that? When you're getting a proper job?" And I think, you know what? I think we're very, very, very lucky in this world and in this life if you go through life and that cancer in some way, shape or form hasn't touched you. And it's not just about the disease, because that's awful as it is, but it's also about the journey that everybody around the person that has cancer goes through too. And it's important that locally we have such a wonderful facility like this and you know, they're very special folk, aren't they? You know, you really are. You really are very special people. And it's my privilege, really, and my absolute honour to be here and be invited. So thank you all. Thank you all for thinking of me, and thank you all for the invitation and the warm welcome. And I was just saying, look, there seems to be a centre of excellence and a confidence in what we do in the North East around, and with all of the trusts in the various different areas of speciality. And I'm very, very, very proud of that, you know, because it's important that we are represented properly like that. Because that them Southerners are a bit funny, aren't they? Oh, well, who's a Southerner? Oh, I've done it again, sister. Well, that's, you see, that's the qualification. We family have to have some smashing. Yeah, well. I'm only joking. So, yeah, but you know, you get that, don't you? Oh, well, you know, then, you know. Anyway, I better not go any further on the But all I'm saying, look, it's my privilege to be here. Thank you for the invitation. God bless you all. And yeah, let's have a cup of tea and a crack on it. And I'm down to see the unit, actually. I'm really looking forward to having a look around. So thank you. Can we have a big round of applause for
A huge thank you to Si for coming and joining us today. I'm sure I'm talking on behalf of everyone in saying how much it's meant to both staff and patients for you to be with us today, and I really hope it raises awareness on the service we offer to the west of Northumberland. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're dead welcome. Honestly, it's a lovely thing to be able to do and to be asked. I'm very, very, very honoured. So thank you.
I'm going to hand you over to a special lady sitting right there who has kindly written a lovely poem to mark the occasion. Anita has attended the unit for the last.
I'll explain.
You'll explain.
Thank you. I apologise. I'm going to have my back to some people. I do apologise.
Anita, come here. Look, I'll swap. Come round here and I'll swap.
All right.
That's right. Thanks.
Gosh, it's warm round here.
Right, sorry.
There's some body heat round there.
The bottom heat where I was sitting. Anyway, before I read the poem, I'll just give a little bit of a, you know, why I'm here. So I was really unlucky to have to come, first of all, to the unit back in 2006, and it was actually this tiny little room downstairs that was like 5 metres by 4 metres, something like that, and it had about 10 chairs, and then next to a toilet there was a bed, and all the people were squashed in. And then I had a gap, and then I came back in 2012, and the unit was a bit bigger, and this lady was on the unit. And then obviously I've been here forever since then. Every 4 weeks I've come since 2012. So these people are like a family to me. This is not just, you know, it's not just somewhere, it's not a hospital, these are a family. And then I was here a few weeks ago, and you know, Marie then eventually became the manager, but a few weeks ago she said to me, and I'm going to do her accent because it's she said to me, Anita, I've got a question to ask you, and before I ask the question, if you say no, I'm never going to speak to you again. I couldn't really say no. I wouldn't have said no anyway, because it's my absolute pleasure to be here as a guest. And when I left work when I got to 50 because I knew that I didn't have forever left, and I did the thing that I've always wanted to do. I became a writer and a poet and a publisher, and of course they all know that, and they've got some of my books. But I agreed to write a poem, and anyway I got home and I said to my husband, I said, oh my God, I've said I'll write a poem. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to write about. So I said to him, right, okay, so if you tell me what it is you think of when I talk about the unit. And anyway, this is what he said. And it's called When Hope is Far From Gone. When I think about it, by the way you talk about it, I imagine an oasis, a corner of an unknown world inhabited by angels, powered by hope, with a clarion call so vast in purpose, all else things fall to shade. The words that say, give me your hand, for hope is far from gone. When I think about it, by the way you talk about it, I know that in this place love is what begins, surpassed by calm reassurance that comes from within, where the beacon that shines and attentive ears lend their thoughts to guiding words that move lost tears to smiles. There's something about this place, something about those hearts that bring peace, something that means. When I think about it, by the way you talk about it, I imagine a haven in the middle of a raging storm, where angels yet ensure that hope is far from gone.
Thank you so much, Anita. That was so
that all right?
touching. It was absolutely lovely.
Thank you. My husband wrote it.
I would now like to hand you over to our double act over here. Liz Murphy and Roger Bowman, both who have attended the unit and who have become firm friends while having treatment here. So over to
Well,
you.
hello everybody, and can I just say, to start with, I actually only came in this morning to have my blood stamped. Right? And I'd also like to mention immediately that I am a southerner.
So I'll be honest, because I heard your voice before. So do you know what? I've got a confession to make, but it doesn't come out of this room. Me dad was from Lambeth, so actually I'm a plastic Geordie.
Well, can I just say, okay, first of all, I am really honoured to have been asked to come today. I think that is really, really fantastic. And I'm a bit sick that you've expected me to follow Anita. Could I not have gone first? Yeah. I've been coming to the unit since 2011, and like Anita, I can remember when we were downstairs, which is now urgent care, right? And I have a cancer called multiple myeloma, which is a blood cancer which has no cure and which you just get treated for. So over the years, I've seen an awful lot of staff come and go, different staff, people have come in, people have left. But without fail, I can absolutely wholeheartedly second what Anita has said. The staff here are the absolute best in the world. They are kind, they are reassuring, nothing is too much trouble, and more importantly than anything, I think, they will sit and listen to you, irrespective, whatever cares or worries you've got, they've got the time to sit and listen to you, and that is absolutely invaluable when you have cancer, that people are prepared to take that time. So I would just like to finish by saying thank you very much for keeping me alive for 11 years, because I think that's quite something, yeah. And the other thing is this, over the period of 11 years, I've had to have an awful lot of needles stuck in me. Believe me, it's a lot of needles, right? And I can't think of nicer people to do it.
My story is 8 years ago. I've never been to a hospital before, anything like that, and I got diagnosed with cancer. I had a big operation and I got referred to the oncology unit. I hadn't got a clue what was going to happen to us or anything, and I walked in here. The nurses here said people are frightened when they come because they don't know what's going to happen, anything like that. Within 5 minutes, the nurses here and all the staff had very settled down, and I got belief. And you've got to have belief when you've got cancer. And I'm very humbled to be here today actually, because it's just amazing what the nurses do, and all the staff There's a lot of people behind the scenes. And coming from rural Northumberland, before I got diagnosed with cancer, I didn't even know an oncology unit existed at Hexham. So for people in this area, it is absolutely brilliant. And this is, to have a state-of-the-art unit like this is absolutely amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you both for sharing that experience with us. It's meant a lot. I'm going to hand you over to Johnny to say some words on the overall programme.
Hi everyone. Hi everybody. It's been really humbling listening to such inspiring speeches, and thank you for your kind words. I'm not sure how I can possibly follow, so I'll keep this quite short and to the point. But I'd just like to echo everybody's thanks today. This project has extra significance for me. I was born and raised in Hexham, so it's a real privilege to be here to mark the significant milestone in the redevelopment of Hexham General Hospital, a project that reflects our unwavering commitment to enhancing healthcare in the local community. Hexham General Hospital is over 20 years old, and it needed physical reconfiguration as well as further investment to suit modern ways of working. So we take real pride in the fact that we've spent £15 million plus into this facility, transforming the hospital and improving the site. The remarkable project's been spread over 3 phases. Phase 1, which was completed last year, included the brand new maternity unit. Phase 2, that's the one that's just finished. It's included a brand new endoscopy facility, a purpose-built women's health suite, an upgraded oncology unit, and an enhanced dentistry and oral surgery department. We've also used the opportunity to address backlog maintenance and enhance the sustainability, performance and credentials of the site. So these upgraded facilities will benefit staff, patients and the local community. Now, it's been a really complex project and challenging to work in a live hospital environment, and none of this would have been possible without the hard work of our contractors, project team, staff and patients. So I'd like to say a few thank yous. First of all to our contractors, IHP, who I think are down the corridor. So for their professionalism, collaboration and dedication that has led to our vision for Hexham General Hospital becoming a reality. Secondly, I'd like to say thank you to our project management team, iDept Consult, who I think are also hiding down the corridor, for your expertise, perseverance and for dealing with the many curveballs thrown at you throughout the project. And thank you to all of our internal colleagues, to the wider project team, to the public governors, board members of both NHFM and from the Trust that have worked in partnership, being flexible and supported the project so well. And then finally, thank you to the patients and to the staff for your understanding and patience during what's been an extended period of disruption. So I'll take this opportunity to officially mark the completion of phase 2. And looking forward, I'm really excited to launch the next phase of the redevelopment, phase 3. And this will see the hospital's current 4 operating theatres fully refurbished to create a fantastic new laminar flow theatres by the end of 2025. So these improvements will further elevate the standard of care we provide to patients and the community. So everyone here today, and as a local lad from Hexham as well, it makes me really proud to have played a small part in achieving what we're looking at today. Thank you.
Finally, can I give a big shout out to the wonderful staff of the Oncology Day Unit here at Hexham, who without their hard work, dedication and most importantly fun and laughter, this service wouldn't be the success that it is today. So a big thank you to all these guys.
Let's get over there. Otherwise we're going to be here for ages. Ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God!
This better be short. Hold on.
Pull that side, I'll pull this side.
Hi, my name is Dr. Chris Williams. I'm a consultant haematologist here in Northumbria Trust. So I spend some of my time working in Hexham Hospital. So we're here today to recognise the grand opening of the new Hexham Oncology Day Unit with Cy King, who's just done an amazing speech, and some of our patients who've done some fantastic speeches as well. Really recognising a fantastic resource for patients in the west of Northumberland, offering really fantastic cancer care and supportive care. I've been working here for about 15 years now as a consultant and recognise the fantastic services that the staff are offering here, and it's brilliant to be able to offer treatments and supportive care close to home for a lot of patients, particularly when they live so many miles away from other hospitals. So I've always recognised what a fantastic service the nurses offer here particularly. I think it's much more about the nursing staff and the medical staff in my experience, and the fantastic care that they offer patients and the love and affection they offer them. It's very humbling to be present today at the opening of such a lovely unit, which I hope will improve. Well, it will make it more acceptable is the wrong word. Make it more pleasant and comfortable for patients who are having to undergo difficult treatments at difficult times in their lives. So it's a real pleasure to be here today.
And often people's first experience of coming into hospital for a long time will be when they get first told that they've got cancer. What would you say to someone who has just been told that they've got a cancer that needs some treatment?
Yeah, I mean that's really difficult. I think it's never going to be an easy time. I would like to try and reassure you that the staff here, all the staff, from the nursing staff, the medical staff, the supportive staff, everyone is here to try and make it as comfortable and as easy for you as possible. The staff here are incredibly good at their jobs and will support you through whatever treatment, whatever discussions you need to have. And it's a really nice environment to have a treatment that I'm sure no one wants to have, but I think it's as good as it gets really in terms of what's on offer. I think it's a really nice unit, and I'd hope that we can reassure patients, particularly at that first attendance, that we're all nice, we're all easy to chat to, we're very approachable, it's easy to contact us, and I hope we can make that journey as easy as possible.
Dr. Chris Williams, thank you very much for talking to Hexham
Thank you.
TV.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
My name's Marie Edmonds. I'm the manager of the Oncology Day Unit here at Hexham.
And Marie, we're here at the opening of the Oncology Unit here today. What are the facilities that we've got here?
So we deliver systemic anti-cancer treatment to the local community. We cover quite a wide range of in West Northumberland. We deliver subcut, oral and IV treatments. We pride ourselves in being a very friendly and fun-loving unit, and we try and we treat people as family.
That's very evident from the patients that are here today, who have spoken about how professional and expert and friendly the staff are at Hexham Oncology Unit. If someone had to come here because they've just been recently diagnosed, how do you reassure someone about the treatment that they might need to undergo?
So when a patient first comes to the unit, they go through a pre-assessment with one of the staff, and that staff member will go through exactly the treatment regime with them, what to expect, what could happen, if they get any side effects, what we can do about it. We're on the end of the telephone Monday to Friday, and we also provide an on-call service as well out of hours, so to reassure them that no matter what happens, we're there, we're with them along their journey.
And treatment for oncology is changing and improving over time, isn't it? There's
Yes.
some great breakthroughs that have taken place. It must be very difficult for the staff to keep up to date and trained, and to be able to know the latest technology and the latest treatments that are available.
Yes, we're see new treatments on a weekly basis now. So as soon as we hear of a new treatment coming out, we will speak to the drug reps, get the information we need about that and the training that we need so that we can deliver those drugs safely to the patients.
Why did you decide to become an oncology nurse manager?
I've worked in oncology for over 20 years now. It was a great passion of mine during my training, my nurse training. I met some wonderful cancer patients along my journey, and I felt that I could make a difference to their journey, and that's why I decided to have a career in oncology. And I pride myself in the girls and the team in this unit. They're all fun, loving, friendly, and they treat the patients that come through the door as family.
What would you say to a young nurse who perhaps was thinking about oncology as a career in the future?
I would say please come and join us. It's a great career to be in. You meet some truly wonderful, amazing people that will pull at your heartstrings, and you will know that you can make a huge difference to that patient's journey.
Marie, thank you very much for talking to Hexham TV.
Thank you very much.
I'm Emily. I'm the haematology nurse here in Hexham Hospital, and that means I look after people who have got blood cancers. And I'm really proud to be here today and to open our new unit. It's a really fantastic resource. My main message, and I've got a main message, is that this facility is here for the people in Hexham and the surrounding area. Quite often people don't know we're here, but we are here for you. If you're having treatment or being offered treatment in Newcastle and you live near Hexham, please ask if you can come here, because we'd love to see you here. We're passionate about what we do, and you can have a laugh with us if you like.
What happens when people come into this unit themselves? I see a number of chairs around with equipment nearby.
Yeah.
What sort of treatment are people receiving at that time?
Okay, so we do a variety of different treatments. We do, obviously our mainstay is chemotherapy treatments. So people will come into our reception at the end of the corridor there, then they'll be escorted down here with the nurses. They'll be offered a nice comfy seat, and then we bring the treatment to you. You don't need to wear anything special, and we will give you tea and coffee as well. So it's all hopefully very comfortable and as easy as we can make it for you. The treatments that we give are quite varied. They're for lots of different types of cancer. I personally work with blood cancer, but there's breast cancer, colon cancer, all sorts of different types.
And do you see people of all ages here?
Yes, we do. It's all adults. We don't have any children here. We don't have paediatrics here. But yeah, anybody from in their 20s up to 100. We do see anybody of any age here. And quite often what we see as well is that people will meet on the unit. Patients will get to know each other, maybe have a bit of a chat and a bit of, you see the same faces again and again, and sort of spark up a bit of a friendship, which is lovely.
What do you think, apart from the obvious one, what do you think is the main concern of patients when they come in to the unit?
Okay, I think the main concern is usually that they've never been in this situation before, and it's ever so frightening. Usually people have recently had a diagnosis that's perhaps changed their life, or is changing their life, and it's incredibly nerve-wracking to come and put your trust and confidence in a bunch of nurses to give you the right treatment, to give it well, to make sure that you're kept well. So that's the main thing, but I like to reassure people that they may have never done it before, but we do this every day. So we've got lots of knowledge and skills here, so they'd be very welcome to come and say hello to us. How do you deal with the pressure of dealing with so many patients with life-threatening issues happening to them? I've been in nursing for a long time now. I've been in nursing for probably 35 years, I think it is. So I've got lots of experience, and I guess the thing is that a cancer diagnosis can happen to anybody, and so it's basically, I think I'm needed.
You give Tynedale Hospice your email address?
Yes, you can. Yeah, you can. That's fine. Yeah, I'll phone them in a minute if you like. That's fine. So sorry about that. Yeah, so it's about making for me, it's about making a connection with somebody, making people feel comfortable and confident in what we're doing. And how do I cope with it? I don't know. It's kind of actually strangely a lot of fun here. It's, yes, we're dealing with serious problems, but there's usually smiles and a happy chat going on somewhere. So it's actually a lot of fun.
Emily, thank you very much for talking to Hexham TV.
Thank you.
I'm Si King, watching Pete, watching Hexham TV.
Si, we're at the Oncology Unit, and the opening of the Oncology Unit here in Hexham, in West Northumberland.
Sure.
Why did you think it was important to come along here and support the opening?
Well, it's always a privilege to be asked, and because I think it's incumbent on me to celebrate excellence, and this is excellence personified, isn't it? Really, it's a wonderful resource that a local community has, and the wider community actually, because I think the unit services as far west as Carlisle and Cumbria and the border counties as well. So it's enormously important, and it's always an opportunity to celebrate that excellence. And I know that cancer and celebration are two words that don't sit particularly well together, but when there is a resource that is in essence the celebration of the people that work within it, you can have all of the technology, but that technology doesn't mean anything unless it's applied, and it's applied by people that have love, care, knowledge, attention, and that offer patients at their most vulnerable time in their lives that sense of hope. And it's a skill to impart the knowledge that they have to a patient that's A, not feeling very well, and B, is frightened. And hell or high water wouldn't have kept me away today, because it's a privilege to be asked, and it's a privilege to be thought of in that way. It's, how would you like to come and open it? I mean, wow. Why wouldn't you? Everybody on this road has proper jobs. I'm just some geezer from the telly, do you know? So it's always lovely to have the opportunity to kind of go, well done, well done to the infrastructure of the county, well done to the trust, because there was a need, you've answered the need of the community, and that's what you're there to do, and it's wonderful.
And you've met some of the patients here today who are actually using the unit at the moment. What have you felt from what the patients have said to you about the unit itself and the staff that work here?
Well, as I touched on before, the staff that work here make the unit, because without them it's just it's a lot of technology. I think the singular thing that has come across to me chatting to patients is hope, because the human condition is there is always hope, and the skill to impart that hope in people's most vulnerable hours and most vulnerable time in their lives, and to impart it in a way that overcomes the fear of what is happening to them, that to a lesser or greater degree they have very little control over. It's also a relationship of trust as well, isn't it? So, and I think that's come across today massively. But again, it goes back to the human resource of that. It's human beings that love and care for each other in times of need, and we often forget about that in the modern world, don't we? That our human condition is to care and to be kind and to have empathy and love and understanding and tolerance for our differences. So that's what this is on a ward. It's just remarkable. It's a remarkable atmosphere. Remarkable.
So thank you very much for talking to Hexham TV.
Very, very welcome, Peter. Very welcome.